So, one of the realizations that I've had over the last several years, as I've worked to become more efficient and productive in my life, is that my inner game, how I feel inside, what's going on in my head, that is the highest leverage in my life. One of the things that I teach in my altitude program is that the highest leverage in existence comes from thought. It's the place where you can have a little tiny electrical impulse, and it can lead to a chain of thinking, which can lead to a plan, which can lead to action and mobilizing other people, and it can change the world. Okay? The Great Pyramids started out as a thought in someone's mind. Computers, they started out as a thought that someone had. All of these things started off as a little tiny charge. So that's the greatest leverage, is our thought. So the greatest leverage that we get comes from inside of us. And I want you to take advantage of the greatest leverage that you possibly can, and that is by creating a really powerful morning personal success ritual. What I want you to do is I want you to think of the three key areas of life: the physical, the emotional, and the logical. And I want you to create a ritual that renews, refreshes, recharges, and just gets you fired up, all right? Gets you strong inside, right? If you're not strong, you can't make other people strong. So make yourself strong first thing. Now, one of the things you may have to do is you may have to start waking up a little bit earlier, because I think that you need to spend at least the first 90 minutes of your day, if not 2 hours, focused on your personal success ritual. Let me tell you about my personal success ritual in the morning. First thing I do when I wake up is I drink a half liter of water. Very first thing, before I do anything else. I force myself to walk into the kitchen, get my bottle of water, and drink a half liter of water. The next thing I do is I go and I brush my teeth, I floss my teeth, I use my funky little tongue scraper, and I do my business in the bathroom, get finished with that. I go out and I start my exercise routine. And I have about a 30-minute exercise routine that involves some stretching, some exercise, some weights, a little bit of aerobics, and then I do about 5 or 7 minutes of yoga to get some real power exercise and stretching mixed in. So that's about 30 minutes. And then I do some meditation and breathing. Okay, I do that for about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I take a bath. Okay, I just happen to enjoy baths. I find that I get very creative when I have water on me, whether I'm in the shower or in the bath. And that's the basic ritual. There are actually a couple of other little finer points in there. But what I find is that when I wake up and I do my ritual, which I'd say I do about, probably about 85 or 90% of the time, okay, maybe 8 or 9 out of 10 days, I do that ritual. By the time I'm finished, I feel clear. I've kind of sorted out everything that's happened. I've gotten centered, and I'm ready for my day. And I'm ready for anything to come at me, okay? I don't feel like anything can really knock me off. And I've had some time to kind of collect my wits and so forth. Now, what happens when I don't do my ritual? All right, what happens when I have to burn the midnight oil and I have to stay up really late and I only get like 4 hours of sleep and then I have to jump up and immediately jump into something? I wake up, okay? I didn't get enough sleep in the first place. I wake up, I'm a little bit disoriented. I have to immediately go, get ready, take a shower, put my clothes on. I don't have time to really sort myself out, get myself centered and strong. And all day I'm in reactive mode. I'm like a pinball getting shot all around the pinball machine. And while, I'm okay, and it doesn't happen that often, so, I have enough strength built up from the other times, right, when I'm kind of renewing myself and doing a good job, that it doesn't bug me that much. But I can really feel the difference. I'm not anywhere near as productive. And by the end of the day, I'm beat, I'm tired, and I just don't feel that good. It's counterintuitive that doing exercise and burning energy at the beginning of the day would lead to, having more energy throughout the day, isn't it? Right? Well, what I found is that by doing this, by drinking the water, by making sure I, do good hygiene, take care of my mouth and my teeth, doing some exercise, taking my bath, that kind of thing, it just really sets me up right. Now, there are a couple of other things that I didn't mention that I also do. Okay, and I'm going to throw these in just because I've had a lot of people ask me about it. It's kind of curious and get you a little extra credit here. One thing that I do is I steam. And what I mean by that is I take one of these hot water pots that you can buy. You plug into the wall. They're 15 or 20 bucks. They heat water very quickly. and I put about 3/4 to a liter of water in there, and I put it on. And I actually do that right when I'm drinking my water first thing. Pour the water in there, put it on, and then I go into the bathroom, brush my teeth, so forth. By the time I get back out, the water is already boiled. I can put it back on, get it up to boiling temperature. I take a big glass bowl. I put a few drops of essential oils like eucalyptus and peppermint in there, pour the water in, let it sit for about a minute because those oils burn off. And then I inhale steam. Also, and here's where things start getting a little weird. By the way, I inhale the steam for maybe just about 3 or 4 minutes, just to kind of open up my lungs and get my breathing going. Then I do something that's a little out there, but my doctor actually recommended this, which was interesting. My girlfriend recommended it. Another friend of mine does this. I use a neti pot, which is this little pot where you put water in there, you put hot water and a little bit of salt, and then you pour it into your nose, and it actually goes in one side, not the other. I know it sounds weird. It took me like 2 years from when I heard about it to even try it, and then I tried it, and I said, what the heck have I been not doing this for, right? Well, bottom line is that your nasal passages, right, as you're sleeping, they collect a lot of stuff as you're breathing. You get all dried out, and pollen and all kind of stuff gets stuck in there. By inhaling the steam, I clear myself out using the neti pot. When I'm done, I feel like I can breathe about twice as good. It really is amazing. You might want to try that one out. And then another thing that I do is when I meditate, I just sit down and I don't do anything weird or fancy. I just close my eyes and I just focus on my breathing. And like I said, I meditate for 5 or 10 minutes. And that isn't about doing anything too weird. It's more about just relaxing my mind. This is another thing that I've just gotten into really seriously over the last few years. And I found that by doing that, by just relaxing my mind and focusing on my breathing, that it calms my mind down. It allows me to relax so that I can think proactively and I can get a lot clearer. At the end of my meditation, I try to do a bunch of really nice, deep breaths to get a lot of oxygen into my body. So that's another thing that I do. And then finally, after that little ritual, I have a really healthy, balanced meal. And what I found to be a healthy, balanced meal is a blueberry shake that I make, where I put in organic frozen blueberries, and I put in flax seeds and almond milk and some greens mix and some protein and a few other things. And I make this balanced meal that's about 400, 500 calories, and I start my day off with that meal. So I gave you the basic framework of the morning ritual, then I gave you some of the edgier, kind of more out there stuff. But I find that if I spend that 90-minute period doing those things, my day it's so strong to begin with that it's incredible.